I'm Joseph Thomas, and on this presentation, I'll be introducing you to the book named The Leader Who Had No Title, who was written and published by a man called Robin Sharma, a leadership expert. This book simply tells us that leadership is not about titles, but about influence and impact. Good day, everyone. Today, I'll be talking about an inspiring book called The Leader Who Had No Title by Robin Sharma once again. This book is not just about leadership in the workplace. It's about how each of us can step up and make an impact, no matter our job, title, or position in life. The story follows a man named Blake Davis, a former soldier who is struggling to find purpose. One day, he meets an old friend, Tommy Flynn, who introduces him to 4 incredible mentors. Each mentor teaches Blake a powerful lesson about leadership. Not leadership in the traditional sense, but leadership in how we act, inspire, and serve others in our everyday lives. Through engaging storytelling, Robin Sharma presents a fresh perspective. You don't need a title to be a leader. Instead, leadership is about influence, integrity, and taking responsibility. The book teaches that in tough times, true leaders rise. It shows that great leaders and that great leadership is about building relationship, leading by example, and always striving for personal excellence. So by the end of the book, Blake just realizes that he has the power to lead, just like all of us do. Whether you're a student, an employee, or even an entrepreneur, the book gives you a practical tool to develop a leadership mindset. And the best part, these lessons don't just apply to work, they apply to life. So as we go through this presentation, I will encourage you to think about how you can be a leader, no matter where you are, because this book teaches us the world needs leaders, not titles. So I'll be talking about the first chapter of the book. This chapter introduces the idea that everyone has the potential for leadership, regardless of their job title. The protagonist, Blake, shares the backstory and struggles, highlighting how he feels to feel lost and uninspired until he discovered the lead without a title philosophy. Blake meets an eccentric mentor, Tommy Flynn, who introduces him to the idea of leadership beyond titles. Tommy challenges Blake's negative outlook and encourages him to see work and life through a new perspective. So the chapter 2 is quite interesting because we talk about how the relationship between Blake and Tommy Flynn started, how it's being built, and how he goes by to understanding the kind of person that Tommy Flynn is. Now in the chapter 3, Tommy takes Blake on a journey to show him the consequences of leading without purpose. Through symbolic lessons, Blake learns about the regrets of mediocrity and the rewards of embracing leadership. So Blake meets Anna, a housekeeper who exemplifies leadership through her dedication and excellence at work. She is Blake's first leadership mentor, one of the 4 that have been talked about in the book, and she is the first Tommy and Blake gets to meet. She teaches that leadership is about passion, mastery, and authenticity. So in the chapter 5, Blake meets Ty, a former ski champion, who explains that challenges are opportunities for growth. Ty emphasizes resilience, adaptability, and embracing adversity as part of leadership. So in the chapter 6, Blake meets the 3rd leadership mentor, Jackson, a business leader who stresses the importance of relationship in leadership. He highlights the understanding, respect, and connection that makes great leaders. So in the chapter 7, Blake meets the last leadership mentor, Jet, a massage therapist who teaches that personal well-being and self-mastery are critical for leadership. He emphasizes physical health and emotional intelligence and long life earning. So how do I apply this in the real world? Now that we've explored the key lessons from The Leader Who Had No Title, let's talk about how we can apply them in the real world. These principles are just theoretical. They can be used in business, education, personal growth, and everyday life. Now, there are places you could apply the philosophy according to what Robin Sharma is telling us from the book. In the workplace, think about your job or a company you admire. Many of the most successful businesses thrive because of the employees who take ownership of their work, even if they don't have a high-ranking title. Take Elon Musk, for example. He expects everyone at Tesla and SpaceX to think and act like a leader. No matter their role, the best teams are made up of individuals who take initiative, solve problems, and inspire others without waiting for a title. Now, another place we can apply these principles are in our personal lives. Leadership isn't just for the workplace, it applies in our personal life too. Whether you're helping a friend through a tough time, mentoring someone younger, or setting a good example for your family, you're leading. Parents, teachers, and coaches lead every day without needing a title because they influence, support, and guide others. In overcoming challenges, remember the second leadership lesson: turbulent times build great leaders. A great example of this is Oprah Winfrey. She faced poverty, hardship, and rejection, but used those struggles to become a leader in media and philanthropy. Instead of giving up when faced with difficulty, she adapted and grew stronger, just like Sharma teaches in the book. Now, in the fourth one, in building relationships. Finally, leadership is about people. Whether you are leading a team at work or supporting your family or contributing to your community or society, strong relationships are the foundation of great leadership. Think about how great leaders like Nelson Mandela built deep trust and unity by prioritizing people over power. If we want to be effective leaders, we must focus on connection, empathy, and service. So as you go forward, ask yourself, how can I lead in my everyday life? The truth is, leadership is not about your position. The more we apply these principles, the more we can transform not just our careers but our lives. As we've seen throughout this presentation, leadership isn't about titles. It's about the actions we take every day. Whether at work, whether at home, or in our communities, we all have the ability to lead. True leadership means showing up with integrity, staying resilient through challenges, and building meaningful relationships with those around us. Think about the great leaders we admire, not because of their positions, but because of their impact. They didn't wait for permission to make a difference, and neither should we. Leadership starts with small choices, offering help, staying positive, and striving for excellence in everything we do. The truth is, we don't need a title to lead. You just need willingness to step up, take ownership, and influence others in a meaningful way. So don't wait for a promotion, a position, or the perfect moment. Start leading today by taking responsibility and inspiring others. Thank you. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Love you guys and expect more from me.